now. Okay. Okay, so we have that. Again, exams, I'll get more to this in a minute. They will be open book, open notes. And the same idea is you'll have a few days to complete them. They're not going to be on Lumen. Exams will be on Blackboard. I also put this here that, depending on time consideration, I have the right to skip sections and change the date of an exam or quiz, notifying everyone. Okay. So basically, make sure you're checking Blackboard regularly and your email regularly for announcements. Okay. I mean, anyone that's had me before could tell you that I do tend to forget to announce things in class. What I will do when that happens, I'll post it as an announcement on Blackboard. That will send you an email. So I'm not saying you have to stay by your computer, 24 hours a day, but you should be checking in with Blackboard, with the class, and your email regularly. Okay, so we have that. For this class, I wrote here how you get to the virtual classroom. So, I did post videos about that on YouTube also. Again, I do plan to record the lectures, and I will post them on YouTube. Mostly because if you can't make it to class for, whatever reason, you can always watch the lectures there if necessary. What I like about YouTube is that YouTube adds captions to them, closed captions. Now, for this class, you should really have a digital camera. If you have a smart device, like a smartphone, for instance, that has a camera on it, that should be fine. Mostly because what's going to happen is with exams, not with quizzes and homework, you don't have to show your work there, but with exams, you do. So you have to take a picture of your work, and then you're going to submit the exams the same way you would submit an assignment through Blackboard. In the past, I would have students email me their exams, but that got it wasn't terrible, but since I get a lot of email, that can be kind of messy. So I figured I have everyone submit their exams through Blackboard. And that's really why you need a camera, digital camera, that is. Again, if you have, a digital camera on your smart device, that should be fine. Okay. If I'm going too fast, just let me know. I won't get upset. Well, someone had a question. No, the exams will be posted online. It's just that they'll be take home. They'll be open book, open notes. And then you'll write out the answers and your work, take a picture, and then you'll submit it through Blackboard. Hope that makes sense, what I said. They're not timed, like you don't have to do it in one sitting. You'll have a few days to complete them. Okay. I just figured with this pandemic, I just figured it'd be better to do that because I know this pandemic has thrown everyone's life at a different angle, if that makes any sense. So figured I'd do that.
I have a question.
Okay.
For the learning, I don't really know.
The Lumen learning?
Are you gonna show us how to do it? I don't know.
Yeah.
This is my first math class, so everything is new to me. So
that's okay.
Yeah. So I was just asking, are you gonna show us?
I will.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, I will. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. Awesome question. Oh, someone else. Yeah.
To kind of add on to what she just said, does that also go for the graphing calculator? Because I saw there was a way to put a code in to it for your class, so I wasn't sure.
Oh no. I'll show you how to use that. The code stuff we're not going to work with, so. But I will show you how to use that though. Okay. Awesome questions. Any other questions?
It's probably better to have a graphing calculator in your hand, right?
You don't have to, because the graphing calculator we're going to use, it's free and it's posted online.
So
you can also download it onto your phone actually.
I know. I have a regular calculator from high school though, so
that's fine if you want to use that.
Because if you'll be showing us how to do it online, will you also be showing us? It's probably the same thing, right? like the same button.
Is it a graphing calculator you have?
Yeah.
That should be fine, I would think. What kind is it actually?
A T184 Plus.
That should be fine. That's similar to Desmos, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds
I
good.
think so. You should be fine.
All right.
Okay. You're welcome. Awesome. Any other questions? Okay. Okay, so let's see, that's the camera. Let me see. Oh, so again, actually speaking of calculators, so I mean, if you have a calculator, like if you have a graphing one already, that's fine. I'm just saying you don't have to buy a new one, mostly because there's Desmos, which is a free online graphing calculator. There's actually other, well, I'll get to that shortly with Lumen. So, but you don't have to buy a graphing calculator because I know they're expensive. They're like at least $100, I think. So you don't have to buy one. Let's see. So again, these are the sections I'm hoping to cover in the course. You know, these sections. What's actually going to happen though is this course schedule. This is actually what I usually get to cover. Well, not usually, but this is what I am trying to cover in this course. So this is our tentative course schedule, is what I'm saying. But if I do, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna rush through the material and go super fast, because then, that's not gonna benefit anyone. But if I do happen to finish before the semester ends, what I will probably do is go through sections up here that are not listed in the course schedule. I mean, I hope that made sense what I said, but this is basically the tentative course schedule. And if we get done before the semester ends, I'll go through sections here that I think are the most important. So, okay. All right. And again, I do recommend you get the textbook, mostly because, it's another source, and it's good to read any section that I cover. But anything that I skip, you don't have to know. I mean, the textbook covers a lot more material than I'm going to be able to cover in one semester. So anything I skip over, you don't have to know. Cool. Okay. No, I didn't put the quizzes on the schedule yet, but what I will do is I will tell you a few days in advance when the quizzes are available and when they're due. So, okay. Someone asked if the quizzes are pop quizzes. I don't do pop quizzes, but I can't speak. What I will do is I'll post the quiz and I'll tell you when they're posted, and then I'll tell you, when the due date is. So. Also, I put a link here for the spring semester, the dates, in case you wanted to see it. Again, these are the test dates. As I said before, they will be take home. And the final, I expect that to be take home as well. I mean, I did put the date and the time here, but I do expect, because I did this last semester, all the exams here will be take home. So basically, I'll post the exam. You'll have a few days to complete it. So, open book, open notes, that kind of thing. You have to work alone, though. If you do have questions, you can ask me, but you have to work alone, though. And again, the cumulative final exam here, that date will, odds are, not change. The other dates here could change, but if they do, I'll let you know in advance. But again, the exams, I expect them to be open book, open notes. So, see, I put this in here. I reserve the right to, skip sections if time runs short, or I can change the quiz of an exam or a quiz or exam to change the date of it. But again, I will let you know if I do that. All right. Okay, now this is with late assignments and makeup stuff. I know life intervenes and I know things can be hectic, especially with this, pandemic out there. I'm also actually taking a class online as well. So I do know, technology doesn't always behave the way it should. I also know that, what was I gonna say? I also know that, things come up. So if you are not able to hand in something on time, please contact me. I mean, as long as it's not a habit, I can always accept late assignments. I'm willing to do that. I mean, if you're at a doctor and you can get a doctor's note, that's really good. But again, I understand things happen. That's what I'm trying to say. So basically, if you're not able to hand in something on time, again, talk to me, okay? I've had students in the past, they would just not say anything and not hand it in. And then, since they didn't talk to me, I couldn't give them an extension. So then I would have to mark it as 0. So if you're not going to hand in something on time, please talk to me. All right, let me just pause.